welcome to the class. In the class we are going to discuss about the problems in Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Already we have discussed about that Cayley-Hamilton theorem. What is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. And then we have discussed that one problem in Cayley-Hamilton theorem in 2 by 2 square matrix. In this class we are going to discuss about that the verification of Cayley-Hamilton theorem for 3 by 3 matrix. See the problem. Verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem and hence find A inverse, where A equal to 8 minus 8 2, 4 minus 3 minus 2, 3 minus 4 1. So there are two parts are there. First you have to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem and you have to find that A inverse. See the solution. What is the first step? For the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to find the characteristic equation. What is the characteristic equation here? Mod A minus lambda I equal to 0, where A is the given matrix, lambda is the scalar, I is the identity matrix. So on expansion we get a polynomial of lambda in degree 3. So what is the polynomial here? Lambda cube minus a1 lambda square plus a2 lambda minus a3 equal to 0. So we need to find that a1, a2, a3 and substitute in this equation. We get the characteristic equation of order 3. So what is a1 here? A1 is sum of the leading diagonal elements. A2 is sum of the minus of leading diagonal elements. A3 is determinant of square matrix A. Otherwise one more method is there to find that characteristic equation. Just you have to subtract with that minus lambda in the diagonal elements and then find the determinant of the matrix equating to 0. That is the characteristic equation of order 3. Otherwise you have to find that a1, a2, a3 and substitute in this equation. See that what is a1? A1 is sum of all diagonal elements. So what are the diagonal elements here? 8 minus 3 1. So 8 minus 3 minus 1 equals to 0. Second one is a2. A2 is what? Sum of minus of leading diagonal elements. How to find that? See that what is the first diagonal element? 8 and then leave the respective row, respective column. Then find the determinant of the remaining value. That is minus 1 minus 4 2. See that. Minus 3 minus 2 minus 4 1. So when you are finding that minus 3 minus 8, that is the first value. Similarly for the second diagonal element, what is the second diagonal element? Minus 3. For that minus 3, leave the respective column and respective row. What is the remaining value? 8 2 3 1. So 8 2 3 1. Find the determinant of this. Third one diagonal element is 1. Third diagonal element 1. Leave the respective column and the respective row. The remaining is 8 minus 8 4 minus 3. Find the determinant. 8 minus 8 4 minus 3. You will get that minus 24 plus 32. So on finding that value, summarize this, you will get that 11. Finally A3 is there. A3 is determinant of square matrix A. See that determinant of square matrix A, first value 8 and then on finding the determinant of this value you will get that minus 11 and then already minus 8 is there. For the second one we have to put minus here, then So what is the first one? First one is plus, second one is minus, third one is plus. Alternatively plus minus plus, then is 8 into minus 11 plus 8 into 10 plus 2 into minus 7. So what is the value? 6. Then substitute a1, a2, a3 in this characteristic equation. You will get that lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 11 lambda minus 6 equal to 0. So what is known as Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. On substituting this lambda equal to a, what is the resultant equation? A cube minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6i equal to 0. So we have to show that a cube minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6i equal to 0. What is here? A into a square is a into a. Multiply that a into a, you will get the 26 minus 32 minus 2, 14 minus 15 minus 4, 11 minus 16, 3. A cube is 74 minus 104, 10, 40 minus 51 minus 2, 33 minus 52, 13. Equation 1 implies a cube minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6i. So substitute a cube minus 6 into a square. This is a square. Substitute that a square here, and then plus 11a. A is the given matrix minus 6 into identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now do the calculation. You will get that. So 74 minus 104, 10. You do that and then multiply this matrix with that 6. Then the matrix you get like this, and then plus for this matrix you multiply with 11, and then finally minus 6. This matrix you have to multiply with 6. So you have to show that after the step. When you are adding all this, so 74 minus 156 plus 88 minus 6, that is equal to 0. And then when you are calculating, when you are adding all this matrix, you should get that 0 matrix or null matrix. So this is called a null matrix. And then after calculating that, just if you are substituting that in this value, then don't write directly that 0 0 0. You have to show that calculation. So compulsory you have to show all the calculation, don't skip the step. And one more thing, if you are doing that any one of the element is not equal to 0, some mistake is there in any one of the step, please re-verify your problem or your calculation, because in that finding that a square, a cube, you may made some mistake in plus or minus. So if you are not able to get the 0 0 here, you may done some mistake either in characteristic equation or in finding a square, a cube. So once you get that null matrix here, next you have to find that A inverse. So how to find the A inverse? By the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, already we proved that a cube minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6i equal to 0. Then multiply by A inverse on both sides. When you are multiply by A inverse on both sides, what you get? A square minus 6a plus 11i minus 6 A inverse equal to 0. Then you take that minus 6 A inverse this side, then you will get that A inverse. So what is A inverse here? A inverse equal to 1 by 6 A square minus 6A plus 11I. So what is the resultant solution here? 1 by 6, 26 minus 32 minus 2, 14 minus 15 minus 4, 11 minus 6, 3. That is A square. And then already we know that A, that is a given matrix, multiply with the 6, you will get this matrix. And then plus 11I. 11I is 11 0 0 0 11 0 0 0 11. Then on calculating this matrix, you will get that A inverse equal to this is A inverse. A inverse is 1 by 6 minus 11, 16, 10, minus 10, 14, 8, minus 7, 8, plus 8. Okay, so for the problem, you have to find characteristic equation, then verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and also find the A inverse for the given matrix. Next problem is verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem and hence find A power 4, where A equal to 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 3 0 0 minus 2 1. See the solution. So what is the characteristic equation here? A minus lambda I equal to 0. On expansion of this A minus lambda I equal to 0, we get that polynomial of lambda in degree 3. So that is lambda cube minus A1 lambda square plus A2 lambda minus A3 equal to 0. What is A1 here? Sum of all the leading diagonal element. A2 is sum of minus of leading diagonal elements. A3 is determinant of a square matrix A. So when you are finding A1, see that what are the diagonal elements? 1 3 1. Add this 5. A2. A2 is minus of diagonal element. So what is the first diagonal element here? 1. Leave the particular column and corresponding row, then find the determinant of the this matrix. 3 0 minus 2 1. 3 0 minus 2 1. So here. So expanding that, you will get that 3, and then second one is 1 0 minus 2 1. That is 1, and then here 3 plus 2. So total is 9. Third one is A3, is determinant of A, that value is plus 2. So substituting that A1, A2, A3 in that equation, lambda cube minus A1 lambda square plus A2 lambda minus A3 equal to 0. Then the resultant equation is lambda cube minus 5 lambda square plus 9 lambda minus 1 equal to 0. So we have to show that substituting that lambda equal to A in this equation. So we will get that A cube minus 5A square plus 9A minus I equal to 0. Next, A is given matrix. A is the given matrix. We have to find A square and A cube. So A square is minus 4 12 minus 7 2 minus 8 1. A cube is minus 13 42 minus 2 minus 11 9 10 10 minus 22 minus 3. Equation 1 implies, so what is the equation 1? A cube minus 5A square plus 9A minus I equal to, no need to write that 0 here, equal to this value. So substituting A cube minus 5A square plus 9A minus I, that is equal to, you do that calculation. So when you are doing that calculation, you are adding all this matrix, minus 13 minus 5 plus 9 minus 1. So you will get that is equal to 0. So what should be the final matrix? It is the null matrix. So hence verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Already mentioned that after writing this matrix, we have to show that this matrix and then multiplication of this. Don't multiply somewhere and then don't write a direct step this. Don't write the direct step, this step, directly this step. You have to show this step and then do this step, and then finally we have to show that 0 0 0. That means null matrix. So finally we have to write that, hence verified the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Half of the problem is over. Next we have to find that a power 4. To find a power 4 by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, already we proved that a cube minus 5a square plus 9a minus I equal to 0. Multiply by a on both sides. So when you are multiply by a here, what you get? A power 4 minus 5a cube plus 9a square minus a. So a into a power 4 you are getting. Keep it that a power 4 here. So write all the other values that side. That means keep only a power 4 this side and then the remaining terms on other side. So when you are taking the 2 that side, you can write that minus 5a cube is plus 5a cube, and then many of them are done the mistake. When you are taking 2 that side, they are writing mistakenly this as minus, this as plus 2 that side. Okay, so when you are taking 2 that side, carefully you have to change that sign. Okay, don't do the mistake in that. So what is a power 4 here? A minus 9a square plus a. What is a power 4 here? Minus 55, 104, 24, minus 20, minus 15, 32, 32 minus 42, minus 23. Okay. So you understand these two problems, finding that a inverse and a power 4 by using the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay, the application of this Cayley-Hamilton theorem is very, very important, since to find that a inverse for higher order, this theorem is very, very useful. Okay, so here I give the two problems for the practice. First problem is verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for a equal to 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2, and hence find a inverse. Second one is verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for a equal to 1 1 1 1 2 minus 3 2 minus 1, and hence find a inverse and a power 4. Please practice these problems. Dear students, those who are not subscribed this channel, please subscribe and support. See you in the next class. Thank you.